Shalom. This is a video made to help you lead services that should be led in our Ashkenazic tradition with what's called Ahavah Raba. So in this recording, I'm hoping to provide you with some ways of remembering how to stay in this Nusach. If you take a note, let's start here. Unless we are of a culture that has what are called microtones, the next available note up from would be Let's try that again. Now let's do it 5 times. If we take that same sequence and throw in the next available note underneath the main note. So the first note was was up a half a step. The next available note down would be let's do that again 5 times. Let's now throw in that half step up, and we'll go down and back to the middle. You've practiced that enough now that we can actually look at the very first text of the Ma'ariv service, which is Baku. Now, there's an introduction. We're going to come back to that. But the Baku is such a common, familiar text that I'm thinking that's the place to start. Now, for purposes of those who feel uncomfortable saying God's name when we're not really in prayer, instead of God's name, we'll say Hashem. When we get to really chanting this as a leader, I will use God's name for educational purposes. Here we go. Baruch et Hashem HaMevorach. Let's do that again. Baruch et Hashem HaMevorach. Again, we are only using the tonic, the first note of the scale, and the little half step up. Baruch et Adoshem HaMevorach. The congregation will say, Baruch Hashem HaMevorach Leolam Va'ed. Let's do the same thing using the lower part. Baruch et Hashem HaMevorach. Again. Baruch et Hashem HaMevorach. Congregation. Baruch Hashem HaMevorach Leolam Va'ed. And the leader repeats that. Baruch Hashem HaMevorach Leolam Va'ed. So now, if you'd like to turn to page 580 or simply look on the screen, 580 in our Seder Avodah, Adath Jeshurun prayer book. Let's try using the Nusach that we've learned. Vehu rachum yichaper avon velo yashchit. Again, the words are Vehu rachum yichaper avon velo yashchit. Vehu rachum yichaper avon velo yashchit. Vehirba lehashiv apo velo yair kochamato. Hashem Hoshia, Hamelech Ya'anenu, Ve'yom Kor'enu. Now, I'm in what's called the Nusach. I'm in the framework using the motifs that are the most common and accepted for this Nusach, especially on weekdays. It's not a tune that you have to follow note for note. If you, instead of singing Vehurachum Yechaper Avon Velo Yashchit, sing Vehurachum Yechaper Avon Velo Yashchit, you're still in the Nusach. So understand it is not note for note to be exactly like this. This time, I'd like to introduce the next step in the scale. You'll practice that for a while. 3, 2, 1. Remember, this is 1, this is 2, this is 1, this is -1. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Vehu rachum yechaper avon velo yashchit. והרבה להשיבה פה ולא יאיר כוחמתו. השם הושיע, המלך יעננו, ויום קוראנו. Keep practicing that. Keep practicing Baku. Baku with the third step is like this. Baruch et Hashem HaMevorach. Congregation. Baruch Hashem HaMevorach Leolam Vaed. Keep practicing. The next recording will be the entire Ma'ariv service chanted with this Nusach without all the talking in between. And as I love to say, good